Hey, everybody, this is Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Mike Messina. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Now, here is Bryce Terang. And the pitch. And that is in for a strike. And this one is off and running. Oh, and 2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Garrett pulls it down. 1 down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Christian Yelich in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And there's the strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side. Mattingly takes it himself. Third out. Middle of the first. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back in the Bronx. Our starter in this one, Wade Miley.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And now the veteran third baseman, Lou Gehrig. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Derek Jeter.
Well, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Cal Ripken Jr. getting ready to hit another solid power season. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 down. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one ripped. That's back. Out of here. He'll touch them all. His 13th home run of the season, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And now it's going to be Babe Ruth. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's a big power threat. Reggie Jackson. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but he'll take that swing and that result every time.
So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Derek Jeter. 7th right now and runs batted in the American League. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. The throw in. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr., one of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. 4th in the AL in RBIs. Jeter at second with 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. And that ball is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 5-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at first with 2 away. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. That one fouled off.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to 1 inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Kicks and deals. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. He circles the bases, his latest homer in an incredible season. And they add on. It's 7-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's as far as Wade Miley will go. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Adrian Hauser.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swung on, belted. That one back. And gone! He sends a rocket to left. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So up next, Don Mattingly. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Ripped on a line. Yelich makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 8 and the Brewers 0. Back now in the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. The wind and the pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The wind of the pitch. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got it by him for the K.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
And that one is lifted in the air. Calls it in, 2 away. Now it's J.D. Davis. In there for strike 1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Garrett should have this one. Going 2 to Davis. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cal Ripken Jr.
Second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr.
The pitch. That one drilled left field, and it is gone. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. That one ripped right center field, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-0.
Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
Now at the plate, Reggie Jackson. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Yelich should have it. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek.
Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And next for New York, Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered in this one. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they boost their lead. It's 11-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Ashby. He's into the game with the bases empty. Two outs, nobody on. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one is gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 12-0.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the power speed combo, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lou Gehrig will hit next.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
That smash towards center. That's a hit. The run comes in from second. It's 13-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the first baseman, Don Mattingly. This one high in the air to left center. Yelich should have it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head on now to the top of the third. The Yankees lead this one 13-0. Here's Jesse Winker. Messina measures 6 feet 2 inches, 185 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. The wind of the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Up now for Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Isaac Paredes now. And it's fouled away. Paredes in his 3rd season, 24 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. In the air on the infield, Garrett on his way over. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Brewers go down quietly, still looking up at a 13-0 score. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cal Ripken Jr.
The second baseman, Cal Ripken.
And he deals. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
That one ripped. And forget it. A solo shot. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 14-0. Chris, he just tied Babe Ruth with his 714th career homer.
Well, Boog, to tie Babe Ruth is kind of like a fairy tale book. I mean, something a kid dreams about, getting to the big leagues and hitting a lot of home runs. But to get to this level, it's just out of this world. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So 2 away with nobody on. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. The other way. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. On to inning number 4. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So the batting order turns over. This is Bryce Terang. He popped out his first time. Messina back to work. And a strike. And the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Bounced out to short. On the run, throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Number 50 up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's there with a double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Willie Adames stands in. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. There's a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Adames down on strikes. Brewers strand one, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And a pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And he brings it into the warning track.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now the big-time power threat, Jorge Posada. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So a man aboard, and now Shohei Ohtani. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 16-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Joel Payamps.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to right, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The first baseman, number 23.
Now the number 2 hitter, Don Mattingly. Into center and a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Not in time. He's safe. Cal Ripken Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped left field. And that is gone. He powers that one out to left, and they tack on 3. It's 19-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Rocking it out towards right center. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. An absolutely majestic shot. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 20-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Matt Bush gets the ball now.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Two outs, nobody on. And the batter now, Derek Jeter. He's a guy who does it all. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 outs, runner at first. Ken Griffey Jr., the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And the batter now, Jorge Posada. Base knock right field. Jeter coming home. He'll score easily. And the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So first and second with 2 outs. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one hammered. That's back. And caught on the warning track. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We played 4. The Yankees lead it 21-0. So digging in, William Contreras.
The catcher, William Contreras.
And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's J.D. Davis. His first at bat was a strikeout.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Jeter makes the grab, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse.
And now Jesse Winker. Flied out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Oh, 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. And a pitch. That one ripped. Taylor moving back some more, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
swing and a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And up next for New York, Cal Ripken Jr. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Terang with a relay throw. Not in time. It's a double.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Puts it in the air out towards left center. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. Line drive, and it stays fair. 1 run across, and that rolls into the corner. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, James Karinchak. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
James Karinchak.
And next for New York, Derek Jeter. In there for strike 1. Right-handed reliever. Base knock center field. Reggie chugging around 3rd. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Jeter, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. That's his 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 27-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Jorge Posada. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. On a line out towards center. Yelich racing over to make the catch. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 27-0. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Taylor in his 4th year, 29 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. And that's in there at the knees.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Next for Milwaukee, Isaac Paredes. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So 2 down now, and here is Bryce Terang. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's Yelich at the dish. In there, and it's 0-1. Yelich, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. Terang off of first with 2 away.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner guys to help him out in the gaps.
That's to third. Has some trouble with it.
Now batting, number 50.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. First and second, 2 down. In there at the knees, 0-2.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Close, but call the ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball, right field. Jackson should have this one. And that's the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees lead this one 27-0. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees.
The third baseman.
Karinchak, a 6'3" righty, 27 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2017. The pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Whips it to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 23. John.
So up next, Don Mattingly. And first offering is fouled off. Into center. Yelich should have it. Makes the grab. 2 away down.
Up next, the second baseman. Cal.
2 outs, base is empty. Cal Ripken Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripken measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And it's another double for him. His 5th hit of the game.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That's out to center field. Yelich on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been to many games as a fan.
Got him swinging.
A guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Rolled over to third. Garrett. 2 up, 2 down. Next for the Brewers, J.D. Davis. And that's in there for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that'll do it. Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
The right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Karinchak back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a rocket out to left. Winker hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Griffey Jr.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ken Griffey Jr. There's a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And a base hit. Around second is Jackson. He's in there.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Yelich going back some more, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they extend their lead. New pitcher on now, Kobe Milner.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
0-1 now. And a strike in there.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. The Rockets 1 to right. His 3rd home run of the game. It's 30-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Lou Gehrig digs in now. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner at first with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Don Mattingly. That one's in there, 0-1. Garrett leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Here's the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Caught just shy of the wall. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 8th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. Up now for Milwaukee, Jesse Winker.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
The pitch. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Messina into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Got him. And there's 1 down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Isaac Paredes. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And here is Babe Ruth.
For the Yankees, the left fielder, Babe Ruth.
Here comes a pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And there's 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Hammered, base hit.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Derek Jeter now at the plate. Foul ball there. This to third, and it gets by him. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Rips one to right. Fair ball. 1 run is in, and that rolls into the corner. Runner from second crosses the plate, and the lead continues to grow. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Junior, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a ground ball out to short, and that one finds its way through. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding a hole in the defense.
Devin Williams takes over on the mound.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Garrett, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That's towards center. Yelich should have it. Calls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 23, John Mattingly.
John Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's
Winker puts the squeeze on that one, and that is that. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
The wind and the pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That clips the corner.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
The 0-2. Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. Knocks it down.
Up next in Milwaukee, the center fielder.
So a man aboard. And now it's Christian Yelich.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that one. Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Man at first. Next for the Brewers, number 50. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. In there for strike one.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Jeter puts it away. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Willie Adames up now for the Brewers. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swung on, popped up on the infield. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees get a shutout on the mound.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
So this one got a little out of hand.